Hi everyone, Brett McRae here on the Northern Ag Network, our final broadcast from the Montana Stockgrowers Association annual convention. I'm here now with Second Vice President Turk Stovall. I know the Stockgrowers has a long time had the cattle drive program, donating steers and finishing them out benefits for the producer data as well. But talk about how you guys with Yellowstone cattle feeders and the Stockgrowers Foundation are now bringing beef to local consumers through that program.
Yeah, the Montana Stockgrowers Foundation is really focused on educational programs for scholarships for students, leadership, and conservation. And it was a really natural fit how this cattle drive program has grown over the last 5 years, really as a fundraiser for that for those foundation programs. And it really started out as, hey, let's have a great contest amongst all of us in the state on who does have the best steers, and it's really has grown. And the program's moved here to the Billings area and has come to our feed yard, Yellowstone Cattle Feeders, and here we have access to local processors, and we started working with local processors to harvest those animals, and then we even took it to another step further to work with local restaurants, and that has just been really fun. It's created a tremendous amount of excitement and a lot of educational opportunities, not only for the producers involved, but all of the restaurants involved as well.
Some great discussions had here at the Montana Stockgrowers Annual Convention on the Northern Ag Network. I'm Brett McRae.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought, there always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, but it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Hi everyone, Brett McRae back with more farm and ranch news and your markets. Well, new legislation introduced into the Senate by Montana Senator John Tester and South Dakota's Stephen Rounds would ban Paraguayan beef imports. This comes after this year the Biden administration decided to lift a long-standing ban of beef imports from Paraguay, a country that has had a long history of foot and mouth disease outbreaks. The decision from the administration has been criticized for putting both American cattle producers and consumers at risk. The bipartisan legislation would also establish a working group to evaluate the risk to food safety and animal health posed by Paraguayan beef imports. Cash cattle trade was lower again this week, down $3 to $4 at $171 for live deals and $271 on the dressed. And this year, the Sitz family celebrated 100 years in the registered Angus business at their fall bull sale, where 378 coming 2-year-old bulls averaged $9,824. At the Newell sheep yards, 80 to 89 pound lambs steady to $2 better from $214 to $239. 2 to 4-year-old replacement ewes from $125 to $200 a head. Wheat markets finishing the week's session in a mixed fashion. We've been able to dig up some demand for wheat at the end of the year, a bullish sign for markets. Friday's World Egg and Supply and Demand Report held few significant changes for the market, but lower domestic wheat supplies than expected by pre-report estimates. On the Northern Ag Network, I'm Brett McRae.